What's going on, everybody? My name is Matt, aka Chunky Monkey Games, and it is 2016, which means it is the 20th anniversary of the Pokemon series, and I am quite excited because there are a lot of cool Pokemon-related things coming out in 2016 to celebrate the 20th anniversary, and I am just super excited. The Pokemon series has been one of my most favorite franchises in the series of video games, and even on TV, because, you know, like the anime and I don't really read the manga. I don't even think that's actual canon or anything. Like, I don't think that's like actually owned by Pokemon. But regardless, Pokemon is the best thing ever. You know, I collected the trading cards as a kid and everything. So it has been a big part of my life and a big part of my the reason I got into gaming. So I think today I'd like to use this video as a chance to share some of my history with the Pokemon series and some other things related to Pokemon that I really like. And I also have a special announcement at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. So I think the earliest thing I remember about Pokemon is in like 2nd and 3rd grade. The trading cards were, like, you know, huge. I think it was during the transition between Generation 3, Generation 4, and everybody was collecting the cards. You know, I think I was a little late to the party, you know, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I didn't have cards at first, and then I got some, like a lot of people. I know a lot of people who were like that, who didn't have the cards at first, and, you know, like, because everybody else was getting them, they wanted to get them so bad. I was one of those people, and my friend gave me some starter cards. I remember my first card ever was a Bronzor, so that was pretty cool. I remember I had a Bronzor. For a while I had a Jolteon EX that got stolen out of my backpack while I was in school, and I was a little bit upset about that. And yeah, that's like my earliest Pokemon memory. Also, during the summer between 2nd and 3rd grade, and I think 3rd into 4th grade as well, I would always watch the Pokemon anime. I always woke I woke up at, like, really early when I was a kid because I had to go to, like, swimming lessons, I think, over the summer. But I remember I used to watch the Advanced Generation series. I used to watch Advanced Generation. I think I had a little bit of Johto Journeys, like the whole Johto saga. They didn't really play much Kanto episodes, but they did play, I think I saw a good deal of Johto. I saw basically all of Advanced Generation, and I remember I saw the first episode of Diamond and Pearl, and I was like, oh my god, I like Pokemon. But yeah, I saw the first episode of Diamond and Pearl, and it like blew my mind. I was like hooked on the show. It was a great time. Eventually, like, as I grew older, I eventually watched, of course, Season 1, you know, Indigo League, and Season 2, The Orange Islands, and eventually, you know, I think I watched the show, like, consistently, like, woke up every morning to go watch it, like, consistently. I think I started doing that, like, during Generation 4, during Diamond and Pearl, and then I think I did it, like, halfway through Best Wishes, or Black and White, rather. I did it halfway through there, and I'm just like, wow, I can't take this anymore, because I did not like Black and White for whatever reason. But then, you know, that ended. But then X and Y came out, and that got me, like, re-hooked on the show. Like, dude, I loved the show again. So X and Y is great, and I'm hoping to see some great things from X, Y, and Z. I also remember, much like the trading cards, I also remember being that guy who wanted to get the games but could not have them. Because, you know, Diamond and Pearl, I think, just came out, and all my friends on the bus and everything had Game Boys. They were all playing Fire Red and Leaf Green and Ruby Sapphire, and I believe one kid had Emerald, but yeah, they were playing on the bus all the time. We'd always talk about Pokemon, and we also played a lot of Smash Brothers, I guess, as kids. And we always talked about that kind of stuff. We always played Pokemon. And then that Christmas rolled around. I was like, yo, I really want a new game to play here, and that's when I got my Nintendo DS and Pokemon Pearl. Actually, I think I might have got my DS before that, which I believe I did. I believe I got my DS before that at some point, but I also got Pokemon Pearl, and that was my first actual Pokemon game, and I absolutely love that game. I mean, despite all the flaws, like the gameplay flaws and everything that Diamond and Pearl had, they were still pretty good games, and they are some of my favorite Pokemon games to date. I have not yet deleted the save file, actually, after all these years on my Pokemon Pearl. So I still have, like, my original Torterra. I mean, I transferred a lot of Pokemon over to Black and White, but the thing about that was like the reason I still have my original Torterra, because I started with a Turtwig, my first ever starter Pokemon. The only reason I still have it is because I was like afraid to trade it away because I thought it would like break the game or something. Like if you traded away your starter, I thought it would break the game, like or like it would mess up the game or something. I thought it would just like not work. So I didn't even bother trying to trade away my starter, but I do still have my original starter Pokemon. I got him up to level 100. And I gotta transfer him over to Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire one of these days. I remember my first playthrough of Pokemon Pearl. I could not, for whatever reason, like I could not for the life of me get to the top of Spear Pillar to catch Palkia and you know, fight Team Galactic and everything. I could not for the life of me figure out how to do that. So one day I was going over to my friend's house so we could go down to the beach or whatever later. And so I brought my DS there, and I was like, man, I cannot get to Spear Pillar. And he's like, here, I'll get you through Spear Pillar. Then he got me through Spear Pillar, and I'm like, yo, that's Palkia. And I immediately used Master Ball because I apparently don't know how to catch Pokemon anymore. But yeah, everybody always used the Master Ball in their first Legendary. You will never forget your first Legendary, and mine was Palkia, and it was just fantastic. Also, with Black and White, there's like I have a really weird story about that. So when I was at the Elite Four, like me and my brother would always like get up. We always had to get up really early for school and stuff, cause like it was a really weird situation because we were like pretty young. Like I was in like 4th grade, I believe, and my brother was younger than me, and our mom drove the bus, so we had to get up really early to go on like the bus with her. So like because we just had to do that. I don't know, because we can't stay home by ourselves because we're like way too young to be doing that. But anyways, I remember we used to bring our DS's. I believe that we had DSi XLs at that point, but we would bring those all the time, and we would always just play Pokemon. I don't know why. We would play Pokemon, and I believe Mario Brothers, the new one. But anyways, this is about Pokemon, so we're gonna talk about Pokemon. I remember that I beat Pokemon White on my brother's birthday, which was actually during the summer, so we weren't doing the bus thing ever. But then he beat Pokemon Black version on my birthday, which was like a few months later. Like, and I'm like, wow, what a coincidence there. And yeah. Then when Black and White 2 came out, I was really excited for those because I really liked the original Black and White, despite all the people hating on it for that at the time. I really liked the original Black and White, and I was really excited for Black and White 2. And when that came out, I played through it in like 3 days, I think. And then I got to the Elite Four, which I could get through the Elite Four with ease. Like I could just sweep the Elite Four. But then I got to who was the champion in Black and White 2? Then I got to Iris the champion of Black and White 2 was Iris, I believe. Yeah, okay. I was getting confused with Alder from Black and White 1. Anyways, I could not for the life of me beat Iris. I don't know why, I just could not do it. And then like I just put the game down for a couple years actually, and I didn't pick it up until like 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, like 2014, I believe. I picked it back up, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna beat this game. And I don't know how, but on my first run through it, I just absolutely destroyed Iris, and I beat the game. And I'm like, wow, I don't know how that was so easy. I don't know what was wrong with me. But so yeah, I mean, I did play a little bit of competitive Pokemon at that point, so I kind of knew what was going on. X and Y was out at the time, of course, when I beat Black and White 2. But X and Y was out at the time, and I was like, yo, I need to beat Black and White 2. Okay, that's what happened then, and I did that. But yeah, I beat Black and White 2, and then I just went through the post game in like 2 days. I made it a point to catch every legendary Pokemon, but I just could not catch Regigigas, or because my brother, he had quote unquote grown out of Pokemon at that point, so he didn't play his Black 2 version, and he did not play. So he didn't play anymore. So he never even beat the game. I think he only got to like the third or so gym. Excuse me, and yeah, he only got to like that far. So I never was able to get the other Reggie key to get the other Reggie. I don't remember if it was Reggie Steel or not. I think it was Reggie Steel who you could get in So, and a little bit after X and Y came out, I played that. I played through that. I played through that one game once. After that came out, I got Pokemon Ruby, like the not Omega Ruby, I'm like the original Ruby, and I played that, and I, for whatever reason, could not beat Norman. I don't know why, but I couldn't beat Norman. Like, I just don't understand. Like, I just put the game down at that point. I'm like, okay, not playing this anymore. Not playing it. So I basically rage quit the original Pokemon Ruby. That's basically what happened. And then Omega Ruby came around and I absolutely destroyed Norman. Awkward. Another thing I remember is when the Rise of Darkrai movie was first airing on Cartoon Network, you know, Cartoon Network hyped it up like crazy. They were like, yeah, right, the Rise of Darkrai is gonna happen. They hyped it up for weeks. I was so, like, I was watching the ads all the time. I was so excited. I was like, man, I really want to see this movie. But then it was like on, and my mom would not let me stay up that late. I don't remember what time it was. I think it was maybe 9. But I think the movie started at 9, yeah. But she wouldn't let me stay up that late. So I had to, like, convince her to get me to stay up. So I think I remember I told her, I want to see this movie because all my friends are gonna see it, and they're never gonna air it again. I believe that's what I said. I said they're never airing it again, and this is my only chance to see the movie. And she's like, oh, okay, fine, you can stay up and see it. So I stayed up and I saw the movie, and I was like, wow, this is the best movie ever. And I believe I have it on DVD now. Actually, I don't know where it is, but somewhere over there in that general vicinity. But yeah. So I basically tricked my mom into staying up way late at the time which is way late, to watch The Rise of Darkrai, which ended up becoming one of my favorite Pokemon movies. And then I went to school the next day, and a bunch of kids never saw it, and I'm like, aha, I win. But yeah, it was a pretty fun time. It was a pretty fun time. Also, in like 4th grade, I remember my friend, who I still talk to him today. He's a really good friend of mine, right? He gives me this Ancient Mew card, and he gives a bunch of kids Ancient Mew cards. And I'm like, dude, how did you get all these? They're super rare. And he's like, oh, I bought them on eBay. So he probably bought a bunch of fake Ancient Mew cards. I do not know if mine is real or not, but I do still have the Ancient Mew card, and it is pretty dope. I also distinctly remember going to see I don't remember what number movie it was. I think it was 15. But I remember seeing Pokemon the movie 15, the Zekrom, Pokemon the movie White version with Victini and Zekrom. I remember going to see that in theaters, and I thought it was really cool because they gave you like what's it called? They gave you like a bunch of stuff. They gave you like a Victini card, like a really big Victini card. I still have it upstairs in my room actually, I think, and they gave you like a bunch of stuff. I remember the Zorua event, where if you got a Celebi in black and white, you could go get a Zorua, and everybody thought Zorua was like a super rare Pokemon at that point, and it really wasn't. But at the time, it was a pretty rare Pokemon because nobody had like bred it and made more of them yet, and to put them online and trade with them. But I do remember that. I also remember going to Toys R Us one day, and there was like this Ash's Pikachu event where you could get Ash's Pikachu. Like, you know, it had all the moves from I believe it was during Diamond and Pearl. So you would have gotten Thunderbolt, Volt Tackle, Iron Tail, and Quick Attack on that thing. And the original trainer said Ash and everything. It was really cool. It came with the Cherish Ball, obviously, because it's an event Pokemon. But you had to get it to Toys R Us. So I went to Toys R Us and I downloaded it. And I don't know what convinced me to evolve that thing into a Raichu, but I did. And now I have a Raichu whose original trainer was Ash, and it doesn't look legit because it's in a Cherish Ball. It does not look like a legit Pokemon, but it is, and I changed like the moveset up on it. I was really, and after I found out that it was an event, after I went through my head that it was an event Pokemon, I'm like, wow, I just messed up this event Pokemon. What is wrong with me? But it's all good though, because Raichu ended up being one of my favorite Pokemon, so that turns out pretty good though. And now for the special announcement that I promised at the beginning of the video, which is that I, Chunky Monkey Games, will be doing, in honor of the Pokemon 20th anniversary, I will be doing one Pokemon themed video each month for the entire duration of 2016 to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Pokemon. This is going to count as my January video because I don't exactly have time to make a video in that time, but I will be making a Pokemon themed video every single month in 2016, so expect that in your sub boxes. And I mean, I'm still going to be doing my regular videos, of course, my regular non-Pokemon themed videos, but I will be doing a Pokemon themed video every month, once a month, this year in 2016. So be prepared for that. If you have any suggestions on Pokemon videos I should be doing this year, please leave them in the comments below on any of my Pokemon themed videos, and all of my Pokemon themed videos for the 20th anniversary will be labeled with the hashtag Pokemon20. With that said, my name is Matt aka Chunkymon Games, and I will see you all in the next video. Happy 20th anniversary, Pokemon.